Hey, this AunTeaFee about them facts. How you doing? So I woke up this morning to a comment about SHUNDALEBARNETT being released from the Georgia jail. And from my understanding, the U.S. Marshals got him, been knowing where he was, and that he been brought back because Rico coming. When is court date? Things is moving around quick, accepting that plea deal. And then Rico gonna hit. And then some folk is gonna be brought up on more charges or included in the Rico, and more bodies is gonna be exposed. Are y'all related? The word on the street is y'all related and you killed your kinfolk over some coochie. You. Rakayla's coochie woochie. Ooh, Lord, y'all niggas kill over coochie. AunTeaFee, don't start. It's too early. You ain't, oh, okay. Don't love me. What they say, I love you to death. I'ma say this, disclaimer. Whoever my future don't love me to death. I played too much this early in the morning. If all it takes is some good coochie, I'll tell you, whoever God has for me, don't love me to death. Don't love me to death. Because I'm going to say, back up off that thing. If you can't handle, let me stop. It's too early. It is too early. But yeah, you kill your kinfolk over some Rakayla Hunter's coochie. Y'all related. Y'all do got the same nose almost, same big ass lips and shit. But yeah, that's what the word on the street is that y'all related. And what's this guy named? Howard Barnett is related too. And you killed your kinfolk. So that's what the word on the street is about why SHUNDALEBARNETT name ain't on the list. I did check. He's not in there. But they said that Fed's been had him. Yeah. Rico comment. Rico here. Friday the 13th. It was a cold and dreary night. Howard Barnett. A letter to my ops. Yeah. And they say NBA young boy, look partner, artist, P. Yungin was murdered, taken out. That was his post. I guess he knew it was coming. He had been threatened. He was at war in them streets. So he was an NBA young boy's artist. It looked like he had some beef in the streets, or death wish, or death curse, or he was asking for it to come, and I guess it came. I don't know. Young cat. P. Yungin. This make no sense. Rap artist, it's a death curse.
Still working, I still got the iPhone, but the next tail chirping. Hit me on the phone. Oh, you say you got a brick? Man, I do corporate business. I'm no longer doing this. Freestyle flow, cause a disaster. Quiet money, that flip.
I wonder,
on the flow going so hard. I don't think Lil Flip and Bob and what Quick got going on.
I hope not. Cause Rico coming.
Hey, you play with that, I put your card in this bitch. This Glock shoot perfect, don't need no motherfucking switch. For real.
10-year-old girl was killed at her own home in Castelia Heights. Injured after bullet. Okay, she wasn't killed. She was injured after bullet goes through the Castelia Heights home. Gunfire erupt. So she was shot in the leg. Okay, good. Thank you, Lord.
In her home in Memphis.
Yeah, so this happened around 1:30 Ash Avenue between Castelia and Cooper. And Fox 13's Carolyn Serta joining us live from the Airways police station. The girl's mom, Carolyn, telling Fox 13 that her daughter was shot through the door.
Really just a terrifying morning, as you can imagine, for this family. The good news right now is that mother tells Fox 13 that the little girl, the 10-year-old, is expected to be okay. So
Praise
that
God.
is the good news. Now, this happened, as you mentioned, around 1:30 this morning at this home on Wabash. Around 1:30 this morning when bullets came flying through the front door, and sadly, one of them hit the little girl leg. She was rushed to Le Bonheur. Our crews, though they're on scene, did see her walking out with the help of someone else, but she was walking out on her own. She was taken to Le Bonheur and, as mentioned, expected to be okay. So that is the good news there. As far as the investigation into who fired these shots into that home, Memphis police right now, we are working to get that information from Memphis police.
You know, Castilia's Dolphland
coming out from them. I'm sure this is still very early in the investigation. That scene at that home has cleared, but we'll work to bring you more details on if they have a suspect, anyone in custody. We'll bring you those details.
I want your soul to go to hell, and I want you to face the devil, and I want you to have a conversation with him about what you did to my grandfather.
8 years after an 83-year-old man was
What you did to my grandfather.
8 years after an 83-year-old man.
I want your soul to go to hell, and I want you to face the devil, and I want you to have a conversation with him about what you did to my grandfather.
8 years after an 83-year-old man was gunned down in his own driveway, his family had a chance to confront his confessed killer. Fox 13 News has reported on the case of Eddie Walker as his family looks for a resolution. Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live in studio tonight. Kayla, one of the men charged with murdering Walker pled guilty to a lesser charge.
Yeah, Ladarius Montgomery was charged with first-degree murder and carjacking. Police say he's one of the men who shot and killed 83-year-old Eddie Walker outside his home 8 years ago. Now, Walker's family says they can truly begin to mourn.
Walker wasn't just my grandfather. He was my mentor, my role model, and a pillar of strength for our family.
Justice almost a decade in the making.
The stress, frustration, and uncertainty have weighed heavily on us, and we waited for justice that my father deserved.
Loved ones of Eddie Walker sat face-to-face with Ladarius Montgomery in court Monday morning as the 29-year-old accepted a plea deal.
Somebody else done told on the screw.
Montgomery's attorney asked Judge Carolyn Wade Blackett to consider recommending his client for a facility where he can go to school and get an education while serving his time.
He's 29.
To be considered at some point for the Mark Luxury facility or any program in life or similar manner that will allow us to lower the recidivism rate that we have here in Shelby County.
Judge Blackett took impact statements from Walker's family into consideration as she announced her sentence. 100% of 24 years in prison for the lesser charge of second-degree murder and another 3 years for an aggravated burglary. A resolution the family had mixed feelings about.
Losing him and
but has rippled through our entire family. Holidays, birthdays, and family gatherings that were once filled with joy and laughter are now incomplete.
The other suspect in this case was Montgomery's brother, Devinell. He has since served a federal prison sentence and is currently in state prison for separate carjacking charges.
I was trying to see if I could find out what happened to him. The jury selection is underway in the trial for the accused killer of the former Ole Miss student, Jimmy J. Lee. I will be following up with this trial.
Jimmy J. Lee went missing, never to be seen again. His former classmate is set to stand trial for his killing. Good evening, I'm Joy Redmond.
I'm Joe Birch. Timothy Harrington Jr. is charged with capital murder in the case. His trial could begin in Oxford tomorrow. Action News 5's Bria Bolden is covering this trial gavel to gavel. She joins us now live from Oxford. Bria.
Yeah, we're still waiting for a jury to be seated. According to the Clarion Ledger, 108 prospective jurors have been pooled so far. We know 37 of them have been excused at this hour. The jury pool is coming from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, which is about 4 hours from Oxford. We're expecting opening statements to begin here in Lafayette County in Oxford tomorrow morning if a jury is seated tonight. A murder or an unexplainable disappearance. More than 2 years after former Ole Miss student Jimmy J. Lee was last seen, his former classmate will go to trial for his murder. Although charged with capital murder, Timothy Harrington Jr.'s family remains adamant he did not kill Lee.
I do not think my brother killed J. Lee. The reason why I think that he didn't kill J. Lee is based upon the person that I've known for the last 22 years.
Investigators believe Harrington and Lee had a sexual relationship, and messages between the two show Lee went to Harrington's apartment the morning Lee disappeared, and Harrington reportedly searched, quote, how to strangle someone, minutes before Lee arrived at his apartment. Prosecutors have also previously shown what appears to be Harrington on video driving Lee's car the morning Lee was reported missing on July 8th. Harrington has denied any wrongdoing. Harrington was released on a $250,000 bond in December 2022. Over the course of 2 years since Lee's disappearance, updates to this case have been kept under wraps, but prosecutors and Harrington's defense have attempted to have filings from the case sealed from the public, and even recently, Harrington's defense filed to dismiss the indictment.
We're just holding that strength and that faith the size of a mustard seed. That's all we're holding on to. It's just that faith and that strength and staying strong. Not only for ourselves, but we're staying strong for J. Lee.
That was Lee's sister days after he'd been reported missing. A circuit court judge recently declared Lee legally dead, saying he'd, quote, undergone a catastrophic event that exposed him to imminent peril or danger, and his absence since can't be, quote, satisfactorily explained. Lee's body has not been found.
Oh, wow.
So the jury will stay here in Oxford during the entirety of the trial. We are expecting this trial to last about 2 weeks, as the defense and the prosecution are expected to call
I'll be back.
witnesses. Reporting live from Lafayette County, Bria Bolden, Action News 5.